What's up, Animanjians? And welcome back to Animanji. Welcome back to another edition of My Thoughts. Today we're going to be talking about James Bond. Now, at my age, I'm beginning to believe that certain things are just not necessary anymore. Like having sex with women is no longer necessary, especially if it's going to end in me going to jail for being a rapist. Buying snacks from the corner store just to do it because I'm bored is no longer necessary, as it will just help aid in my quest to become obese, which everyone keeps telling me is not a good idea. And turning James Bond black is just not a good idea at all, actually. And here's why I think so. So during the past week, I've been seeing a lot of articles where a lot of people were very excited about the possibility of Idris Elba playing James Bond. And a lot of people were making some pretty good arguments. You know, he's real smooth. He's still from Britain or wherever. He still has the accent. He could really pull it off. You know, he has the swagger, blah, 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 whatever. And also, he's black, so that could be like a big deal. Now, I agree with you. Idris Elba is definitely very smooth, and he definitely has the swagger and the accent. He's a little old now, and I think that he's already put out that he's not playing the actual character, and so he built up all this suspense just to let everybody down. Okay, sure. But I was never excited. And it's because I feel like James Bond should stay white. Yeah. I feel like James Bond was a character that was created when the books were written by Ian Fleming. He was white. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that in the books, Daniel Craig's rendition of the character is the most accurate than any of the previous James Bond characters that have graced the screen, even Sean Connery. So I don't really see how a black James Bond could work. And to be completely honest with you, it's just not necessary. James Bond is an agent, part of the MI6, okay? So he's Agent 007. So there are other agents there. So if you want to make a black agent in the James Bond universe, that's fine. That can break down boundaries. That can elicit some serious change and diversity if that's what you're going for here. Sure. Why don't you make a 005 or a 002 or something? Why does it have to be him? Why does James have to change? You know, soon they're going to want to, or I think that the conversation has happened where people really want to turn him into a woman. Why is that necessary? Why? And honestly, this is turning into, it's making me think about Hollywood as a whole. You know, Hollywood is very agenda pushing right now, in my personal opinion. Now, there's a lot of things that I'm for. I'm for feminism, I'm for diversity, but why don't you create some original characters for women, for blacks, for Asians, or whatever, okay? Why can't we do that? Why can't we create a new Asian superhero that all the Asians can look up to? Why can't you make a black superhero like Black Panther that all the blacks look up to? Why do you have to turn a character that was supposed to be white into a different race? It doesn't make any sense to me. And, you know, there's a lot of people who are probably going to disagree. Well, you can't possibly be for diversity if you think that there's something wrong with that. I don't think that there's anything wrong with a black person being from MI6. I think that there's something wrong with James Bond being black, or James Bond being a woman, or James Bond being trans, or James Bond being whatever else, because that's not his character. Sure, you can have any kind of character you want. If you want to make a trans superhero or trans super agent, create that. Put them on the big screen. People who want to support that will support it. Black Panther did well because Black Panther had black people like myself go out there and support the character. Crazy Rich Asians is doing a good job right now, because people are interested. People want to go and see it. You have a lot of Asian Americans who went to go see this film. Why can't we do the same thing with James Bond? Why can't we just make another character, or just period? You know, they even in comic books now, they're turning Iron Man into a black girl. Why? Why not just create a different person? Now, I think that she was a different character, so that's probably not a good example. But I think that you get my point. It's not necessary, at least in my opinion. I do understand that people want to be recognized and they want their stories heard, and they want someone on the big screen who can tell those stories, and that's fine. But you don't have to completely reinvent a character to do that. Why don't you invent a completely brand new character to put on the big screen so that people can have someone that they can look up to who can tell their stories? That's just how I feel. You know, turning Jimmy Olsen into a girl in Man of Steel. Why was that necessary? Just create a new character. There are so many instances of characters having their genders changed, or their color, or something. When everybody says that those things don't matter. Well, if they don't matter, why are we turning these characters into that? Why don't we create new ones if it doesn't matter? That's just how I feel. So no, I'm not a big fan of Idris Elba being James Bond, or anybody black for that reason. I'm excited for them expanding the Bond universe and introducing some new agents. That would be a fantastic idea, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you completely disagree with me, or do you think that what I'm saying has some kind of logic? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have not done so already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can get more content like this, which contains movie news, reviews, and reactions, and sometimes rants, right here at Animanji. Until next time, stay dope.